Just got back from getting my car home from Copart. Just bought another one. This one is a 2015 Honda Accord that was hit in the front. Right here. Took very little damage to the bumper reinforcement. That I don't even have to change. Didn't hurt that portion of it at all. Didn't hurt the headlight. From Liberty Mutual. We'll have to buff out the headlights. The front bumper cover was on the car in the pictures. I bought this sight unseen just by going off the pictures. Again, you really shouldn't do that unless you know what you're doing. And even if you know what you're doing, it's not a good idea because you can't hear it. You can't put it in gear for yourself. Now, the battery was completely dead. Something I'm guessing something must have been left on. It's got a little damage down there at the rocker panel. That I couldn't see in the pictures. And for some reason they didn't mark it. So this is all marking to show there's a slight little chip right there. So they put these marks on it so you can see. I don't see anything here. I don't know why they put it there. There's a little scratch right there. I can't even catch it with my fingernail, so that's just in the clear coat that can easily be buffed out. Very important reason to go and check out these cars, because you can't smell this, but it has a strong odor of cigarettes. So this one, in order to sell it, best bet would be to sell it to another smoker. But there's a ozone machine that'll pull most of that stench out. Most of it's probably up in the headliner, but I don't like the seats either. But the good thing is, over at You Pull It, front bucket seats are $35 with the airbag, and it doesn't matter the condition. I actually found some from an Acura that are literally like brand new seats. It's a 2013, so I'm impressed at the way they've held up. Anyway, I just put a new battery in it, so let's see how this thing sounds. First time starting. You see, that's why I like Hondas. AC is coming out ice cold. Ice cold. Horn works. The window is down slightly. But it works. So they must have received it with the battery dead or discharged. The battery actually has a date on it, a manufacturer of September of 2019. It's a cheapy Walmart battery though. lot of times when these steering wheel airbags blow, they take the seatbelt with them. Not in this particular case. So that's a savings of 50 bucks right there. You see he's got a cigarette hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and get those Acura seats. They're actually like a really nice cream color. I really like them. I mean, I don't know if the back seat's going to work. I know the front seats would work. I may have to do some modification to them. I may even have to, because the Acura seats are powered. These are manual. So what I would do is unbuckle the hog rings, remove the pad, the foam, and then just transfer them over to this one if that's possible. But for 110 bucks for the two front seats and the back, I'd call that a deal. Now this car cost me, I'm in it right now with the tow and everything, $4,000. I'm in it about 4,250 bucks with the tow and everything. Battery I had, so I'm not going to count that, but that's another $130, believe it or not, for a lousy 400 cold cranking amps. AC condenser is perfect. This portion got pushed back, as you can see right here and here. So that'll have to be pulled, which is really no big deal at all. So I'm gonna need to buy a bumper cover. That one's got a little gash to it. I didn't notice that in the pictures. A lot of times they'll throw some parts in the trunk, but I'm missing a plastic cover that goes here. That just might be back there. Regarding Copart, their fees are extravagant. I actually won the auction at $3,100. And this is something else that you might want to consider when buying from Copart. This car was on a reserve, and as soon as I won the high bid, I got an email at a counter bid of $4,000. I simply rejected that. I didn't want to pay any more than what I actually had won the car for. So they countered me again at $3,700. I rejected that. They countered me a third time at $3,500. I rejected that. They countered me again, fourth time, $3,400. I again canceled that and rejected it, and I submitted at that time another bid of $3,150. I raised my bid one time, $50. They accepted the bid. So do not be afraid to not raise your bid. Let them make the move, because they don't want the car. They're an insurance company. I don't know how Copart fees work, if they have to pay to keep it there. I imagine they do until the thing sells. So imagine they probably have to pay a fee each time it's auctioned. But I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure. But that's what they're going to try and do every single time. They're going to try and up it as much as they possibly can. So I wouldn't go up too much. If you really want the car, you know, that's your money, do what you want. But there's always another car, so you don't want to pay too much for that. This piece is actually spot welded. These are easily drilled out replaced with a new one. But again, like I said, this is not that bad. And luckily, it didn't go back enough to where it damaged the radiator, apparently, because I don't see no leaks whatsoever. The fenders are perfect. Nothing wrong with those. No dents that I see. No waves that I see. The headlight is missing a little clip, push pin. And it started to crack right there. See, there's the push pin. No crack, no bow. See how it's bowed up? No bow. So these headlights, sometimes they'll sell them aftermarket really cheap, but the aftermarket ones tend to yellow real quick. So I'm probably just going to keep this one since it's factory. I'll just wet sand it with about 2000, and then probably do some clear coat on it, and should be good to go for another 4 or 5 years. But seems like it'd be a pretty good car so far. So now my dilemma is, do I keep this one because I need a 4-door? I got 19 cars, and currently I have 3 4-doors. The other one I bought was this Lexus. It's a 2006 IS 350. You'll see it in one of my other videos when I first brought it home. Had a nice big gouge right along this door. This door was destroyed. The fender was cut because they couldn't get it off to inspect the door, so they cut it. So I had to buy another fender. This one I don't like, so I just had to spend 150 bucks just to get another.